expected is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks.
Mason Crosby set to kick off.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And, right away, he lost the football. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Flushed out right. He'll run it. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll be out of bounds, but he'll get it up past the 45. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Eli Apple, a former first-round pick of these Giants in 2016, they're on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Running the counter with Mostert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Okay.
That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So
that
tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
I mean, I know the feeling. You want to bowl, you want to do a whole bunch of other crap.
10, just shy of the 5 and the 6.
First and goal.
Give him 30 yards there. First and goal from the 6. Jackson. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he will take it on for a giant touchdown.
I hate when people, you tell them what you found, say, look, this is what it is. It's, we talk to the vendors, the vendors telling us, so we know where to look at it. But no, I don't think it's that. I'm like, okay, well, you tell me what you found.
Connecting on the extra point.
Because clearly what I'm telling you, you will listen to.
It's been a Terry now to kick it away.
And you're an application manager, not working in the client
into the end zone.
You know what I mean?
He's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Let's work. You tell me where you want to work, and we'll go down there, bro. Waste a couple hours, and then we can move from there. I'm at the point now, like, is it Sunday yet? Is it bowling yet?
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler, and he will find his way forward to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards.
Oh, you want Sunday to be like you want the whole weekend to be a Sunday.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Okay, I can feel that.
Bree's going to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders.
So, bro, is this isolated from the accident that she had a while ago?
Forcing incompletions.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a third. Trying to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
They'll take over first.
Well, you got a driver because
you got a
driver.
An absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little
because she can't have.
What about your team as a whole? Because you have to find a way to.
There's no. Yeah, you got a driver because she can't drive herself.
They've got to go out there on sudden change
because she's not going to be able to see at first.
And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Second and 4.
On second down, Mostert. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's first and goal. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Vinatieri now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Giants 14. Seahawks nothing. Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This is Aaron.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Okay.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Let's do this because I'm just sitting down with trying to get everybody ready for lunch. Actually, break. Can we meet back up? Say 1 o'clock?
Take care of him first.
Okay.
From the 27, Breeze. He rifles one that's
intercepted.
Thank you. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Short of the goal line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
One more time with Mostert. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Raheem Mostert doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Giants add on to their lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 21-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Over first and 10. at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points. And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time.
Are you kidding me?
Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. After the interception, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he's got some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown.
Raheem Mostert. What is going on here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
We ain't doing shit.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
The ball carrier.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 12, operating from the 39. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best 1st half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. On second down, Eckler. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
25-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Delaney Walker. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Makes the score Giants 28, Seahawks 7. Mason Crosby set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Mika Fitzpatrick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Mika Fitzpatrick, thinking back to last year, had a pick-6 for the Steelers shortly after coming over from Miami, and he steps up with another one here. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Giants 28, Seahawks 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick-6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to...
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. Well, a few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right, nowhere to go.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him to have 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
28. Seahawks, 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Mika Fitzpatrick. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 41, Jackson. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
By the Giants.
That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try to get some more points.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 3 from the 9-yard line. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Kenny Stills as the first half is winding down. And the Giants have taken the lead. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28.
Giants 35, Seahawks 28.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it.
They got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. It's Eckler again. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Running on first down, Eckler. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40. The throw complete to Dorsett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Philip Dorsett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone.
25-yard line.
This one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. This time Jackson will throw it. Going deep here for Stills. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Jackson on 3rd and long. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Mostert. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Mostert. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. From the gun, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And the ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
Now a toss, running left, Eckler. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
The ball carrier.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Austin Eckler.
Bo Allen on the stop.
Bo Allen.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Will Fuller hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. On the ground is Mostert to start the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
He's going to air it out deep for Green. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Jackson now. Going deep here for Stills. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Eckler takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
The ball carrier. The tackle made at the 36-yard line.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Walker. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
The ball carrier.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
The play loss.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Breeze now to throw.
Damn.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Vita Vea in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Mason Crosby on for the field goal. A 20
and the 13-year man puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down. Now, that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Throwing again. Jackson. On the left side, this is Stills. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
The Giants on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Jackson throwing once more. Going deep here for Stills. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. Unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
4th down. Here's Jackson. And able to find Green. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper. 6 yards left on 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard.
Jackson from the shotgun. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. Green with a catch left side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Kenny Stills, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
7 brings up 3rd and 5.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Austin Eckler, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 52, Giants 42.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score...
And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Deshaun Hand in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10.
Back at the 10.
Plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Dorsett. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. The Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. From his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line. Today's final score, Seahawks.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they...